So in a formal report or in influential business reports, what you have to do primarily, you have to state the problem, and also problem relates with the objectives or purpose. What is problem? Problem means in your case that you have already prepared that you are facing a problem, and the problem is that you do not know what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance. Isn't it a problem? Is it a problem?
Yes, sir.
So if you can convert this problem statement. I have already stated the problem statement. That means the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance, and you can convert it into research question. What is the research question here? The research question is here, what is the impact? You can say, what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance? It is known as the research question. Usually the research question that you develop after knowing the existing literature. That means before doing the research or writing a report, what you have to do, you have to read all the relevant materials. Relevant materials means that is there any other research papers on the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance? Is there any existing knowledge? Existing knowledge means whether any research work or whether any type of similar jobs or job have been or has been done by anyone. You will try to know the existing literature before writing the statement purpose statement. So problem here, the problem is, what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance? And purpose, what is the purpose? Purpose, you can write several purpose, or it is also known as the objectives of the report. Purpose statements or objectives of the report. Maybe you will try to know the impact of strategic business communications on the business performance. You can subdivide this objective into few more specific objectives. Say for example, number one, you want to know what is the impact of top management's effective business communication on the performance of the lower level management or business performance. You can subdivide that. What is the impact? Are you getting my point? What is the impact of middle management's communication approach on the business performance or the achievement of the organization's objective? So we have subdivided the main problem of the research into some few specific objectives. Are you getting it? Mr.
Yes,
Mac?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the problem statement and the purpose statements you have to write in your report. Have you written the problem and purpose statements in your report? Mr. Nur Kaisar.
Yes, sir, we did.
Have you written the problem statement and purpose statements in your report?
No, sir, we didn't do it, but we'll fix it.
That means you have to rewrite the report.
Yes,
because
sir,
what is the objective of the assignment? The objective of the assignment is to let you know that how to write a influential and effective business report. That is the purpose of the assignment. So if you do not add, that means you have to include these issues in your report. And how you'll include this, I will also clarify it today. And everybody take notes on the issues, because you have to revise your report assignment, because that is ultimately the issues that you are gonna address after knowing properly. List the factors involved in the problem. So now you can also list the factors. What are the factors? You do not know what is strategic business communication. Do you know that? So you will explore what is strategic business communications, and then you will also explore that what the business performance means. Business performance বলতে আসলে কি বোঝায়? So there are a lot of performance indicators. You will identify which indicator you are focusing on. Maybe you will identify the impact of top level management's business communications on the profitability, number one factor. Maybe you will explore the impact of strategic business communications on the stock price. It is also business performance, isn't it? Maybe you will analyze the impact of business performance on the earning per share. It is also indicators, performance indicators of the company, is it? Maybe so you are explaining what are the factors you are going to explore in your report. So maybe you will specify that you are going to indicate price earning ratio. Price earning ratio means market price divided by earning per share. It is known as price earning ratio. You are going to explore the relationship between strategic business communications and the price earning ratio. That is also indicator of business performance. So here you will explain what are the factors involved in your report. So maybe you have written the report without proper information from the companies. If you do not have or collected the information similar to these issues, you must have to include these issues in your report. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So you are going to rewrite your report, because I have already checked some reports. The reports have not addressed properly. It is not the influential business report that we are going to prepare. You have to prepare an influential business report. And those who have some interest on, interest on research, you can do a research also here. Say for an example, I have checked that there are some research reports also there. You can prepare similar type of research report from there. So maybe here. Impact our effect of strategic business on the business performance. So maybe effect of diversity. Diversity is also a business communication factor. Can you remember? Culture and diversity. We have already gone through the issue culture and diversity on business performance. You can read this type of report. You will have some idea how to prepare type of performance implications of strategic performance measurement. It is strategic performance measurement, corporate social responsibility, big data, predictor, effect of negative. So there are some papers. You can read some papers and you can analyze it. Say for example, this one. Effect of diversity. Performance of corporate social responsibility, but have you checked this type of reports? Have you checked any?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what type of methodology you have applied in your report?
স্যার প্রাইমারি হচ্ছে ডাটাগুলো নিচ্ছি আর হচ্ছে সেকেন্ডারি ডাটা থেকে।
So what type of data you have collected from the primary field?
স্যার হচ্ছে যে তিনটে ইন্টারভিউ থেকে স্যার কিছু ডাটা কালেক্ট করছি আর হচ্ছে সার্ভে কোশ্চেনারি থেকে।
Okay.
Survey and interview.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sir.
fine. Just what I'm trying to do that I am showing you that you can have some information. You can have some information from the Google Scholar to know how to write the report and how to apply the methods of business report writing. So after analyzing the factors, listing the factors involved in the problem, you will explain the common factors in interpreting data. Now, what you will do? You will identify, you will not explain all the factors. You will not explain all the factors. You will explain the common factors that ultimately builds the relationship between strategic business communication and the business performance. And what you will do, you will organize information in outline form. That means what type of information now you need. Primary data, secondary information. If you need primary information, then you will design how to collect the primary information. If you need secondary information, then how you will collect the secondary information, and how you will explain the data. You will explain here in the outline. After preparing the outline, that means table of contents, you will prepare table of contents. That means this outline will ultimately the table of contents. Table of contents, this means that the issues, the information you will include there in the report, you will also summarize there in the table of contents. And you have the idea what is table of contents. I do not explain it. And write reports that are focused, objective, and interesting. Then you will write. This is write reports ultimately means, can you remember how many parts in a formal report? 3 parts. Number 1 is prefatory parts. Number 2 is report proper, or usually this is known as body, report body. And number 3 is appended parts. So now you will explain the body of the report. Write reports that are focused, objective, and interesting. So in your body part, you will explain the results and discussion. What are the results? That means what is the impact on the business performance? What is the impact of strategic business communication on the strategic business communication on the business performance? Now you will explain here in the report. This part will be 2/3 of the total report. Report proper or body. So the report proper includes number 1 object introduction. The report proper will have the introduction to the report. An introduction section, what are the issues you will include there in introduction? Can you remember? Can you remember?
Sir, origin of the report, objective, and limitations.
Right. So Already we have explained that you will state the clear problem and purpose. That means you will include number 1.1 origin of the report. Why you are preparing the report. You will state the background, and then you will explain the objectives of the report. Objectives of the report. After explaining the objectives, you will explain about the limitations, methodology, etc. So you know about the introduction because I have already explained what introduction is in our previous lecture. Now come to the point of theoretical discussions. We have already summarized the discussion today. Now what we are going to do, what we have discussed, we are now showing before you, because this will be helpful for you to know what ultimately a business report is. A business report is an orderly and objective communication of factual information that serves a business purpose. That means you will have a problem, business purpose, that will serve through the total report. And the report will include factual information, not the hypothetical information. Factual information, and this should be orderly, and this should be objective. Why you will write the report? There must have an objective. So you will write an orderly and objective factual information that is known as the business report. And you, I hope that you have got the idea. And then determine the report purpose. Conduct a preliminary investigation. How will determine what is the purpose of your report? How? After maybe if you go through the total slides, there is a supplementation or supplementary YouTube link. Have you checked the YouTube link? What is research? The title was, what is research? Without research, you cannot write the report. Report ultimately means the output of the research. You will explain or report the results of your research. So at the end of this, slides, maybe there is a link for your report. Read the materials. Number 1, it is about what is research. So if you listen to this lecture, this is also a lecture delivered by myself. It is also my lecture, one of my lectures on what is research. So you will get the idea ultimately what is the source and contents of the report, what you will write there in the report. So please hear this video. Watch this video. Watch this video. After finishing the lecture, you will watch at home. So what we are going to discuss, we are just explaining what you will include there in the report. Conduct a preliminary investigation. What does it mean? Preliminary investigation means that the assignment I have given to you is about the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance. So you haven't searched anything. I have given you the statement, problem, preliminary. I have given the title of the report after a preliminary investigation. That's why you are not getting the idea how you will do the preliminary investigation. Research work especially is a personal job. Personal, ব্যক্তিগত. It's a personal job. So what type of topic you will choose for the research is not the matter of your teacher. Is not the matter of anybody else. It is your personal issue. Maybe group research. In that case, it is a group issue. What you have to do, you have to preliminarily investigate what type of problem you will choose. Maybe someone is interested to do some research on HRM. So he will preliminarily investigate the HR issues and the existing work. Maybe someone is interested to do some research on stock market. So he will investigate on stock market issues. Maybe someone who is interested to do some research on market positioning. In that case, he will do some preliminary investigation on market positioning, and then he or the group will find out the problem. So the problem that you are facing today is ultimately done by me. That means the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance. Because after proper investigation, I found that there is no similar type of jobs have been done by any people, any group. That's why the assignment is given to you. So for your case, preliminary investigation is very important issue. Are you getting my point?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So after getting the preliminary investigation, you will gather a lot of facts to better understand the problem. Then you will also, usually in research, this is known as a literature review. Find out the gap. Also, this is known as find out the research gap. That means there are some research jobs which have already been done, but somebody has not, or nobody has not done the problem you have identified. There is a gap. That is your research problem. So to understand, better understand the problem, you have to read the relevant literature. Study the company's files. So it is about the as it is a business report, not the research report. Sorry, as it is business reports. Study the company's files and consult experts. In that case, maybe some business problem have identified by your top management, that why we fail to sell our product in the Russian market. Although the relationship with United States is not good, but maximum of our exports are going to the United States, isn't it? Maybe you know it. But
Yes, sir.
our relationship with Russia is good, but why we are failing to sell our product to the Russian market? This may be a research problem, business problem, in other words, because it is about the corporate report, business report. So in that case, you will analyze, you will check all the company's previous files. How much was sold to Russia? How much was sold to the neighboring countries? You know, how much was sold to the United States? What are the factors? What are the relationship? What are the facilities we are enjoying from the United States? What are the threats we are facing? So you will analyze the company's previous files, and also you will consult the experts. Who is expert on business or market positioning? So by the way, what is market positioning? Market,
Sir,
yes,
sir, market positioning ki sir product market positioning?
right. What is it? Okay, market positioning means creating long-term image among the users to buy the product second time, next time. So the company is facing market positioning problem. In the United States, the product has position. Position means people are buying the product next time, second time. But in Russia, they're not buying the product second time. So it is the market positioning problem. In that case, what you will do, you will analyze the company's previous files and consult experts who are expert on market positioning. You can talk to them to find out the whereabouts of the problem. So you will conduct a preliminary investigation of the business problem. Create a problem now ultimately creating a clear problem and purpose statement. After preliminary investigation, and in research job, it is known as, it is known as literature review. After proper literature review, we'll find out the research gap. And that gap is ultimately the problem, and you will state the problem in with proper specifications or purpose statement. And purpose statement means the problem is a clear description of the situation. The purpose statement may ask why the problem is happening. So what is purpose statement? Mr. PL? Mr. Pierre, are you here? Or are you taking a nap?
No, sir, I'm here, sir.
Oh, really? You are not taking a nap? Or at least are you watching some?
Yes, sir, I'm still watching.
What are you watching? Not the lecture.
I'm watching the lecture.
Oh, good job, good. Thanks. But some of my students at this moment are watching television and watching the cricket game between Sri Lanka and.
স্যার আমি দেখা বন্ধ করে দিয়েছি স্যার খেলা এখন স্যার খেলা দেখার ইচ্ছা নেই
Risky.
Yes, sir, যে অবস্থা
So Bangladesh no more there. That's why. That's the reason. Or England.
There is a chance, but if they try.
কবর দিয়ে দিছে খেলাটাকে কবর দিয়ে দিছে স্যার খেলাটাকে
So Mr.
বাংলাদেশ আর ইংল্যান্ডের মধ্যে একটা সিরিজ দেওয়া উচিত ঠিক বিশ্বকাপের পর পর
So maybe we can discuss, we can brainstorm, but we cannot do anything, isn't it? And we can identify some research gap. Can you identify some research gap?
Yes, sir. They are not
after
really
proper investigation. That means investigation, preliminary investigation can lead to identify a clear research problem. Preliminary investigation makes a clear research problem. So you can investigate why they fail and what are the problems, and you can then you can state a problem and state the problem. Still we are here. Say for an example, here they have given an example, declarative statement. Sales are decreasing. So you can give a declarative statement here. Sales are decreasing at company X or ABC company. And this can be infinitive phrase to determine the causes of decreasing sales at company X. So you can write in different way. You can state the problem in different way. And also you can prepare a question. Question means what are the causes of decreasing sales at company X? So all the three ways are effective and people are using it. This can be your problem statement, a statement of the problem. This can be a statement, declarative statement, sales are decreasing at company X. This can be infinitive phrase, that means beginning with some prepositions to determine the causes of decreasing sales at company X. Or it may be a research question. Research question means what are the causes of decreasing sales at company X? Mr. Hamid, Wasif Hamid. Mr. Wasif Hamid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, so you are not taking nap. I got it. So what is the title of your assignment report?
Sir, আমরা জনতা ব্যাংকিং এর রিপোর্ট করছি, sir.
So you have already submitted the report, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what was the title?
Sir, title. আমার একটু দেখতে হবে, sir. I get it.
So Mr. Shobho.
Yes, sir.
So what is the title of your report?
Sir, what is the impact of strategies with
So what is
sir,
the
what is the
impact? That
impact of
means
strategic business communication?
what is the way of stating your problem and purpose? Is it declarative or infinitive phrase or question statement?
Sir, question statement.
Question statement, because you have begin with a with question. That means what is the impact, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
can you convert your problem statement into infinitive phrase? Can you convert, Mr. Shubho?
Sir, আমাদের যে কোম্পানিটা আছে, they are claiming that their sales are increasing because of the strategic communication.
So, but you can write in simply the similar to know the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance at your company, isn't it? All right.
Sir, if I do the bank analysis, for example, the performance analysis of the bank, then we
Right.
can identify these things.
So
That means we need to identify the performance analysis of this bank that we are working for.
So I'm talking about that you can state the problem in 3 different ways. This one,
Yes, sir.
this one, and this one. So you said that you have stated the problem in a question mark. That means what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance of ABC Bank? You can convert it into infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase means that you can write, that means it is rewriting. You can state any one of the way. 3 ways are there. 1, 2, and 3. You will state in any form. One form is okay for you. So you can write an infinitive phrase. You can write to know the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance of Dhaka Bank Limited, say for example. All right. So you can also state the problem in declarative statement. Declarative statement that the report is prepared for to know the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance. That means you can prepare a declaration. Any way is perfect. There is no problem. And how you will do this? You will do after preliminary investigation. Preliminary investigation. And fortunately, I already do the preliminary investigation and I have given you the title. And now it's your job is to solve the problem. Solve problem solution. That means you will answer the question, what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance? Now, determine the factors and purpose. That means you will identify more topic, business performance. what ultimately business performance means. You can use share price as the business performance. If the performance of business is better, what will happen there in the stock market? The share price will increase, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So it is one of the indicators of business performance. Profitability. If the company's net profit increases, it is also one of the factors. So you will identify the subtopics, and then you can develop hypotheses for problems requiring solutions. Hypothesis is not always perfect. You can use hypothesis. Hypothesis means that you are guessing something and you will test whether your guess is right or wrong. It is known as hypothesis. Hypothesis, say for an example, in your problem assignment, you can check the you can include hypothesis 1, that there is a positive impact on the strategic business communication on the business performance.
Sir,
This is your hypothesis. That means positively related. Yes.
sorry, sir. Sir, is hypothesis testing necessary for all kind of papers? And
No,
if
no,
yes,
no, no.
then what kind of papers?
Hypothesis testing is not required for all types of problems, because hypothesis, whether you can develop any hypothesis, that is also important. If you can develop hypothesis, you can test the hypothesis. And hypothesis testing, you need some statistical tools to know the significance, level of significance. Maybe in your statistics course, you know how to do the hypothesis testing. There's a statistical significance you have to test. So hypothesis you can develop, and it is ultimately the factors that you are going to explain. That means you are stating the problem in more details way. Maybe the factors may be basis of comparison and evaluation studies. Maybe you are going to compare with something. That is also one of the factors. Maybe you can compare. You can compare the impact of business communication and business performance in between banking industry and telecom industry. This can be. So that means you will develop more factors, subtopics on your topic to explore the issue in details. Write a influential business report that will give the proper solutions and also recommendations and also implications. So why reports are prepared? Problem is, report means that you are addressing problems. So you must give the solutions to the problem. In addition to solutions, you will explain the implications. That means the impact. You also will explain the recommendations, what recommendations you are giving. And in your recommendations, do not give only the recommendations, give the probable solutions together. Recommendations doesn't mean that you will only instruct someone. That means you should not smoke. Is my recommendation. Is it? So you should not smoke. This is my recommendation. This is limited recommendation. What you have to do in your report, in addition to saying that you should not smoke, you must give the solutions. The smoking is harmful for your body. So you can take this type of smoke. It is not harmful for your body. You have to give the solutions in addition to the smoking problem. Recommendation, sorry. So recommendations must be with the probable solutions. So do not give only the recommendations. That means only giving the instructions by preparing a report is not perfect. Solutions together is very important. So you can yes.
Sorry, sir. Sir, how do I decide whether should I do the hypothesis testing or not?
Oh, yes.
How do I decide it?
So your research problem will give you the idea whether this factor you need or not, whether hypothesis testing is needed or not. Especially আপনারা তো রিসার্চ করেন না এখনো, especially in structural equation modeling. নাম শুনছেন? Structural equation modeling.
Statistics এর মধ্যে পড়ে?
Structural equation modeling.
না
জি
স্যার
স্যার,
এটার নাম শুনি নাই।
descriptive
This is the
statistics, sir.
research methods. Statistics is common for all the research methods. And there are some specific methods, say for example, econometric analysis that we have done in your, oh no, you are not the student of operations management. In operations
No sir,
management,
econometrics জানি স্যার, এরকম আরো আছে স্যার, রিলায়েবিলিটি টেস্টের মতো নরমালিটি, and then
yes,
sir regression plotting.
regression analysis. So regression analysis may be a method.
There's linear relationships.
Linear or non-linear or quadratic
Continuous.
relationship,
Yes sir.
multi-quantity
Analytical.
relationship. There are a lot of issues there in econometric analysis that may be a method. And in that case, hypothesis testing is not effective. You cannot test the hypothesis in econometric modeling. You have to develop the model, develop the relationship theory between the variables, and there will be
Okay,
the
so-
coefficients. No
So
hypothesis. you can
whenever I'm
develop and
using a
test.
model, I have to do the hypothesis testing. Is it like that? Whenever I'm proposing a model, I have to do it.
Right. That is a structural equation modeling I'm talking about.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So you can hypothesis that you can say that is there a what is the relationship between online lecture and offline lecture? You can say that offline lecture is much better. So it is your hypothesis. You can test it through statistical tools. After analyzing information, you can test, and you can develop a separate model, a structural equation modeling, where hypotheses are the basis to develop the model. So you can say that offline class is better. This is also hypothesis. Or someone can say online class is better. And this is also hypothesis. You can test it. You can test it. There is a statistical significance testing system. You can apply the tools to test the hypothesis. So it is not mandatory that the factors will include hypothesis testing. It is not mandatory. But the factors may include hypothesis testing. The factors may be a comparative study, comparison. The factors may be, what we call input-output analysis. Maybe you do not know it because the field is new to me and to Bangladesh. Input-output analysis. That is also another method.
Input-output analysis, as in sir, SPSS input, then the result will come through the analysis like that.
No. Input-output analysis is in every economy. They prepare the input-output table. Input-output table means that all the products and goods produced in a country is the output, and these outputs are consumed by either industries or final consumers. Inputs of any industry will be equal to total outputs. We have also input-output table, but Bangladesh government do not prepare input-output table. The developed countries prepare input-output table, and they can feature the total economy, what is happening in what industry is visible through the table. And this table was developed by Leontip. And for developing such a comprehensive table for the economy, he was awarded Nobel Prize, Nobel Economic Prize for development of the input-output table. So the input-output that we use in our computer system, it is not the input-output table. It is the representation of the total economy in a table that is known as the input-output table. This type of analysis is not popular in our country. And I have done some research on IoT input-output table, and I'm also the member of the International Input-Output Table Association, member of Japan Input-Output Association.
Sir, how do I become a member
So how to become the member?
in future?
To becoming the member, you have to have some research papers on it. And after publishing some research or doing some research, you can join the conferences. And after joining the conferences, maybe if your paper is accepted, you can make a presentation, and in that presentation ceremony, you can be the member. So you can check the website, Input Output Association, IOA.
So is there any minimum requirement?
You can, students can also be the member, no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, then determine the sub-factors, sample, purpose, and topics. Subtopics are given here. Say for an example, the purpose statement is to review the operations of company X from January 1st to January 1 through March 31. The subtopics maybe you will explain production, sales, promotion, financial status, computer system. So your problem is to review the operations of company X. So operations, this operations indicates production operations, this operations indicates sales operations, this operations indicates financial operations, this operations indicates computer operations, this operations indicate product development operations, the operations indicates human resource operations. So this may be, so this is just the idea of subtopics. That means these are the, usually in our research, we say that it is the main objective of the report, and these are the specific objectives. These specific objectives ultimately lead to achieve the main objective of the company. Main objective of this report. So topic and subtopic is clear, is it? Topic means problem statement, topic means research statement, topics means research question, topic means this one ultimately. Purpose statement means problem statement. Problem statement means research question. Research question means, research question can be stated through statement or infinitive phrase. So also this is known as the main purpose, and these are the specific purposes or main objective, and these are the specific objectives of your report. And then sample problems and activities are given. You can develop some hypothesis. Say for an example, the problem statement is given here to find out why sales at Springfield store have declined. Maybe in your company sales are declining, so you are going to investigate the reasons why the sales are declining. The hypothesis you can also develop here. Activities of the sub-competition have caused the decline. The second hypothesis may be changes in the economy of the area have caused the decline. The third hypothesis may be merchandising deficiencies have caused the decline. The fourth hypothesis may be changes in the environment, population shifts, political actions have caused the decline. You can develop such type of hypothesis, and in that case you have to test all the hypotheses after bringing the data from the field. To test this hypothesis, you need to know about the competitive environment. For second one, you need to know about the economic condition. The third one, you need to know about the merchandising deficiencies, lack of product deficiencies. Merchandising means product. And changes in the environment, that means the political problem. Population shift. Population shift means whether young generation is more than older generation or older generation is more than younger generation. That may cause the problem. So these are the samples. The assignment you have been given is also some real problem, and you have to solve it. Sample problem, maybe you have got the idea what is research problem and statement, isn't it? We got it. What is research
Yes, sir.
problem? What is problem statement, research problem, purpose statement, objective, main objective of the report is clear. So
Yes, sir.
if you included the purpose, this purpose statement in your assignment, that means you have already submitted the one that you have already submitted is all right. And if you do not include these issues, please include these issues in your report properly and address it. Problem statement doesn't mean only you will write the problem. What is the problem? You must give the solutions in your report. I want the solution. The report will provide the solutions. So you will give me the solution of the
স্যার
research
তাহলে কি
problem.
কোশ্চেন টা কি এমন হইতে পারে যে হোয়াট ইজ দ্য রিজন ফর ডিক্রিজিং শেয়ার প্রাইস অফ ইসলামী ব্যাংক অর ব্র্যাক ব্যাংক, এরকম কি হইতে পারে
Sub
যে
factor,
হোয়াট ইজ দ্য রিজন ফর
sub
Sub-fact.
main problem statement I have already explained to you. Main problem
Yes.
statement is that what is the impact of strategic business communication on the business performance? This is the main.
Yes, sir.
And then you can subdivide. You can subdivide it. Say for an example, top management strategic business communication on business performance, mid management, lower management. The subtopics may be the impact of strategic business communication on share price, the impact of business communication on cash flow, the impact of strategic business communication on profit, the impact of strategic business communication on. So these are the subtopics. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So please address these issues in your report, because the
Yes, sir.
report
তাহলে
ultimately.
তো স্যার দেখতে গেলে যে আমাদের মেইন টপিকের কাজটা হয়ে গেছে মোটামুটি। এখন আমরা যদি সাব টপিক গুলো অ্যাড করে দেই যে হোয়াট ইজ দ্য মানে হোয়াট ইজ দ্য রিজন ফর দিস ডিক্রিজিং শেয়ার প্রাইস অর হোয়াট ইজ দ্য রিজন ফর ইনক্রিজিং শেয়ার প্রাইস অর ইনক্রিজিং প্রফিট, তাহলে তো জিনিসটা হয়ে যায় বেসিক্যালি, তাই না স্যার?
So what I want from you, I want a report, ultimately business report, influential business report. So you will
Yes,
try
sir.
to prepare
But
the
sir,
influential business. The more influential you will be, you will get good grade. All right. There's the issue. What about tomorrow's classes? Do you have any class tomorrow?
স্যার কালকে তো অনলাইন ক্লাস
Online classes.
Already the university has declared it.
Yes, sir.
ইয়েস স্যার
yes, sir.
Already
Okay.
declared.
That means
স্যার
I
আমার
have
কথা কি
also-
শোনা যায় স্যার? হ্যালো
Yes, I can hear you.
স্যার, যেটা বলতেছিলাম যে স্যার টাইম কনস্ট্রেন্ট আছে তো, আর বেসিক্যালি উই আর ডুইং 6 to 7 courses because most of the students are from last semester. That's why sir, because of the time constraint, that's why the report is not that good enough that you are expecting from us.
Yes, sir.
That is the
Exactly.
reason, sir.
I know. I
We
am
all
the
are
teacher.
taking 7 or 8 courses minimum. Me also
I-
have 7 courses.
I know. You are a student and I'm teacher. The
Yes,
standard
sir. Yes, sir.
expecting from you, we have to write in that standard. So, oh, what happened? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
We can
sir.
hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I lost the screen. Oh, yes, yes. All right.
Yes, sir. We can see
Now,
that.
is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
visible.
Visible.
So please prepare the report. This is also an example. Say for an example here, the example says that still we are in the introductory stage. Are you getting the point? I am still at the introduction stage. How you will write the introduction? Some problem statement. Where you will write the problem statement? That means objective of the report. Problem statement. Where you will write the problem statement? Where?
Introduction.
Introduction, sir. Yes, sir.
First
So
part of the
still
report.
we are at the introduction stage. This is very important. So address the issues in your introduction of the report. Say for an example, another example is given here to determine whether Y company's new location should be built in city A, city B, or city C. The issues, the subtopics you can explore: availability of skilled labor forces, what is the tax structure, what is the community attitude, transportation facilities. You will explore all the issues, and then you will conclude which city is better. So here the subtopics are a comparison based on these factors among the three cities.